I got you, Philippine people and everybody around the world, people that respect their country and want the best for his people and country. Now, I heard about Rodrigo Duterte, right? The ex-president of the Philippines got arrested by trying to leave his own country, the Philippines. Why he got arrested? For the things he did in the past, because you know that the Philippines has a drug problems and a lot of muggings, snatching, a lot of criminal activities, scams. There's a lot of whole things that go in the Philippines that they don't talk about. But the people know that the government is corrupt and the officials are also involved in criminal activity. Because, right, you have a community that's trying to live, but you got the streets trying to sell drugs to the community that live in the community, and the people assigned in these communities don't do nothing because they're getting paid from the people that are doing these criminal activities, right? And these are the police people in charge of the community and the Berengue. So that's the problem. So Rodrigo Duterte, the ex-president, decided that he was going to clean up his country, and he did it by force, right? He was eliminating every drug user and every drug pusher and every drug seller. If they didn't give in, he would take them by force or they would get killed, right? They would get shot right in the spot. And that's the only way to clean out things that are damaging the country, right? And a lot of people agree with it, but they don't say it because they scared, right? You live among the streets of these bandits that live right next to you, or patrol around you, and the neighbors, the residents, are afraid to talk. But this president took it upon himself and made a change. And when I was there, I was glad that it was a president like that a person that thought about, the whole of the country. Is you want to get better, you have to come down more stronger so that these people could think twice of creating trouble and crime, especially more to the tourists. He didn't like when his own people disrespected the tourists or their crime towards tourists. He would take that really seriously, even his own. And if he break the laws, that if you sell drugs and try to distribute drugs, you either gonna die or be in prison. That's it. No way about it. But like the international people over here, advocates of humanity, got in and trying to charge him with crimes against humanity. You believe that? How many crimes against humanity other countries do to their own people? They probably don't kill them right in the spot, right? But they destroy their image, their reputation. It's hard to get a job when your name, your reputation is tarnished. It's the same thing as you killing a person, right? So I don't think that President Rodrigo Duterte did the wrong thing. He was trying to clean out his country, and he has every right to clean out his country without no interference or any other country trying to get involved. Just like the El Salvador president, right? He cleared out all the gangsters from the street in his country, right? And he got them all in prison. And they're not dead, but they're in prison for life. And he said they're never going to get out. So what's the use of creating a maximum prison with thousands of gang prisoners and delinquents that are not ever going to get out? Because they ain't going to do nothing. They're going to rot in jail. It's just a waste of time. I guess it gives money to other people to work. But sometimes you got to do these things to correct the country, right? Just like China did with the opium crisis, right? They couldn't rehabilitate all these Chinese people because they always go back to opium and fall back. They had saloons, they had communities that would have Chinese getting high on this opium. What they did, they couldn't get eradicated. They lined everybody that was addicted to opium and shot them all dead. That's what happened. Nobody arrested anybody in the opium days back then in China. But now, I don't know who's trying to make an example of this president, Duterte, right? For having a strong hand and trying to eliminate drugs, robbery, scamming people, his own people, tourists, that gives the country a bad reputation. And now he's on the arrest. They say he was trying to flee the Philippines in the airport, and then he got arrested while he was leaving the Philippines. You know, ex-president. It's like over here in the United States, right? Donald Trump is trying to get the United States back on track. But the economy is ruined, and Donald Trump is doing so many things that I think he's not letting anybody do freely think other countries how to do things and manage their own country and have free trade. That's the only way we're going to succeed in the world. You know, you cannot tell another country what to do, what to import and what to export. As the people don't want to buy your products, it's not the other country's fault that people are not buying your products, right? They're either inferior, or people are just not used to your product no more. Everybody's already used to farming products, right? Everybody got farming products in your country. So how are you going to have a tariff war with other countries that's going to make it worse for everybody? Because I don't have a company. I don't buy these containers of products, right? These products got to get shipped in because people need them. And if we don't have them, we can't do nothing, right? We cannot use phones. We cannot drive our cars because everything is electronic now. Like it says, and you need a chip. If we don't have those things, that means the economy is just going to drop and a standstill, and nothing will move. Because everybody's importing something for somebody. We all need something from another country, right? And America's got to get back on track. And that's why we have this president now that's doing everything he can to get us back on track. But what he says that a lot of countries were taking advantage of America. And I think it's true. And it's a fact, because everything we do, we always giving out money, billions of dollars to foreign countries. And the thing is that the government is not the one that spends this money. If you think about it, it's your money, taxpayers' money, the people's money. I don't understand why people don't get mad and say, no, we're not going to give our money away to a foreign country where we could use those billions of dollars and build America back and things like that, and give people opportunities and loans to start their own business. Why we can give billions to another country just to kill themselves and blow themselves up? We could use that here to educate our next generation and build worth for the country. Every American should be rich in America. With all the money we give out to these foreign countries, we use it up on ourselves, and every American should have prosperity and live, you know, in good means. We don't have to be counting on government assistance or social services. Everybody should be able to conduct business and live the way they want to do. They could do transactions. Everybody needs something. It doesn't matter if you're self-employed, you're still going to need some kind of product from another person. The economy will still exchange within its own people. So I understand why we need other people to hire us to make a living when you can make a living by your own self if you really wanted to. The technology is there. The thing, technology now is complicated, and the thing is, those machineries today are not cheap, and you need a technician, right? You need to know some kind of electronics, how things work, electronics and electrical, things like that. So we also need technicians. So that's another problem. But anyway, I don't want to change the subject. The thing it was about Rodrigo Duterte from the Philippines, the ex-president. To me, he was a good president, man, because when I was in the Philippines during his days, I felt safe because he had a strict law that if you break the law, you're going to pay for what you did. And I think everybody over there at that time was straight and strict and were obeying those laws, because nobody wanted to go to jail for no reason or get arrested for any scams, drug trafficking or drug use, drug selling, you know, purse snatching and things like that. You know, President Duterte had the country under control, and you know, you could just walk freely and things like that and nothing will happen to you. They would think twice to do things, you know, because they will terminate you right there. You know, President Duterte wasn't playing during his time of presidency, and to me, I give him a lot of respect and all that. I don't understand why other countries, this international court, want to charge them with crimes against humanity, where all governments around the world do crimes against humanity, and you don't see nobody getting arrested. You know, it's all about business, all about money. That's why these governments are always corrupt, and people got to think about themselves and protect themselves. The government can't do everything for you. And if you got a strong government, it's better to support them than to have all these delinquent people and murderers and kidnappers and child molesters, trafficking, and all this shit be put to death or in jail, because they're not going to do anything in life to prosper. They're just going to create more chaos. And with that, stay healthy, because I know you sick or anything. With that, I'll let you go and you think about that.